Medicaid is the state and federal program that pays for long-term care costs. Medicaid has a 5-year look-back rule. What that means is that you can't give away your assets within 5 years of applying for benefits and expect to get the state to pay for your long-term care costs. Medicaid will say you gave away money, therefore you must not need our help, basically. Now, when it comes to spouses, is there a Medicaid 5-year look-back rule between the spouses? The answer is no, there is not. Why is that? Because the state looks at the resources of both spouses. And since the state is looking at what both spouses have, it doesn't matter if it's in this spouse's name or that. The state's going to combine and count it all. So no, there is no 5-year look-back rule between spouses. On the other hand, if one spouse gives away assets to a third party, it will not only interfere with that spouse's ability to receive Medicaid benefits, but the other spouses as well. Why is that? Because Medicaid treats the married couple as one unit for purposes of determining what their resources are and whether or not they gave away assets. Now, having said all this, keep in mind that I am speaking from Washington State under Washington's rules on Medicaid. Yes, Medicaid's 5-year look-back rule is a federal rule, but not all states apply it. Washington does. There may be other jurisdictions that don't even have the 5-year look-back rule, they haven't implemented it, or might have some variation. So what I'm talking about is Washington's rules. In Washington State and in other states, there is a very important planning tool to protect assets for your spouse through your will. And as I said, it's through your will. The way that a will comes into effect is that a death has occurred. So if you want to protect your spouse, or your spouse wants to protect you against long-term care costs, the way to do that is through a will that has an asset protection trust in it. Oftentimes clients say, well, isn't there a 5-year look-back rule? No, there is not a 5-year look-back rule between spouses. And the best planning tool in an estate plan that a couple can use is a will with an asset protection trust. When the first spouse dies, all of their assets will pass through probate into this trust for the surviving spouse. No 5-year look-back rule, and all the assets in that trust created by the deceased spouse's will be non-countable for government benefit purposes. Medicaid won't count those assets. Those assets will not interfere with the surviving spouse's benefits eligibility.